President Trump says the Jones win shows the need for Republicans to nominate great candidates. The coming loss of a Senate seat made the president's so-called closing argument for a tax reform bill in Congress even more urgent. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts has that story tonight, among others. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. The loss in Alabama was a huge blow for President Trump because even though he didn't make an appearance in Alabama on behalf of Roy Moore, he did throw his political weight behind him, and Moore still lost. Now the president has to navigate a way forward for his agenda with a margin that leaves no room for error.
We're very, very close.
We'll get it done. Meeting with the House and Senate tax conferees today, President Trump said politically the Roy Moore loss in Alabama stings.
Wish we would have gotten the seat. A lot of Republicans feel differently. They're very happy with the way it turned out. But I would have, as the leader of the party, I would have liked to have had the seat. I want to endorse the people that are running. But I will tell you that to me, it's very, very important to get this vote.
The loss of the Republican seat puts more pressure on Republicans to pass tax reform next week, particularly with the Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer badgering Mitch McConnell to delay the vote until Doug Jones is seated.
It would be wrong for Senate Republicans to jam through this tax bill without giving the newly elected senator from Alabama the opportunity to cast his vote. The people of Alabama deserve to have their representative in the Senate to debate the biggest issues of the day, and the tax bill certainly falls under that category.
If the vote were to slide to January, the margin for victory would narrow even further than the current 2 votes. When asked by Fox News about that, President Trump said a vote next week is crucial, but played down the fallout of the Alabama loss.
I think it's very important for the country to get a vote next week, not because we lost a seat, not because of that. I don't know what the vote will be, so I think we're going to get the vote, but I will say we have to get more senators and more congressmen that are Republicans elected in 2018.
In the White House grand foyer this afternoon, President Trump made his closing argument for tax reform, assembling 5 families to illustrate how tax reform will affect everyday Americans. The families were clearly thrilled with the idea.
What this means to us as a family is that we will be able to pour out into our community, whatever that looks like, giving away to families that are in need. We are blessed to have such an amazing president, and what a good steward he is of our country. So thank you, Mr. President.
The president pledged that tax reform will lay the foundation for an American renewal.
If Congress sends me a tax reform, this is only a small beginning to the incredible things that our people will achieve over a very short period of time, and the tremendous heights that we will reach economically and so many other ways in our country.
But with a 51-49 margin in the Senate beginning in January, the president may face tough sledding with his 2018 agenda, which includes controversial legislative items like immigration reform, a fix for the so-called Dreamers, and welfare reform. Not to mention that the president would like to take another run at repealing Obamacare.
How could that loss affect your agenda going forward?
I don't think it's going to affect it. I think we're doing a lot. This is the biggest thing that we've worked on. This also has to do with other subjects. As you know, I won't mention the subjects, but there are some subjects in here that are very vital to the beyond. I'm talking about beyond pure tax and tax cuts.
After the Republican loss in Alabama, Democrats definitely smell blood in the water and are expected to hammer the president all the way through until next November, which is why President Trump stressed in a tweet this morning that Republicans have to nominate great candidates who can win. Brett?
John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.